Once again, I haven't really looked at the charts today. I was busy. Here we go. Let's just see what we see. Diving right into the daily chart, you can see that there was a big dump today. Kaboom! Right towards the end of the day. And I know that because I was watching the beginning of the day, and then I just got fed up with AMC and said, forget it, I'm out of here. Let's go to the 1 minute. Let's open this up. Holy cow. I tuned out, I don't know, it must have been really early in the morning. Probably not early, but around probably noon or so Eastern time. And let me talk about what I did today and what I decided, because I was answering a question when I was day if I want to edit that out. No. So I was day trading AMC to answer a question: could I consistently win more than I lose? And the answer is consistently no. So I started with $165 and I got that up to $220, and then I kept trading because consistently, right? And now I'm down to $80, which means I've lost half of the money I started with, which is fine. But I think it's safe to say AMC is not your friend as a day trader. The morning did start with a big dump, and that broke this uptrend that we started yesterday. You can see that here we had this downtrend break, an upward breakout, and the price kind of floated up and formed this trend line there, and boom, big dump. I thought I saw a diamond coming in, so I bought a call, and I sold that call right away. I broke even on it. I was like, oh my goodness, it's gonna go lower, and then it didn't. I entered a put, and then I saw this coming up, and I said, I'm gonna enter another put. And it started to rally, and I was like, you know what, forget this. I'm frustrated, I'm busy, I don't have to do this. So I just closed out all my positions and said, I'm gonna take my ball and go home, and then the price dumped. Damn it! I should have just stuck it out for the rest of the day. But so this uptrend was broken, and now we see this big steep decline closing at 1736. And implied volatility here rising towards the end of the day just a little bit. Let's have a closer peek at that. That makes me really happy. You know, I've been waiting for that implied volatility to flip with its correlation with the price. In other words, waiting for the IV to drop on price rises and for the IV to rise on price drops. After hours is looking really quiet, of course. Let's have a look at some of my other drawings on the daily. Just want to go out and share what's so frustrating about this particular stock. Let's go to my VTOP. Let's zoom in a little bit, blow it up, center it. Okay, so I've been talking about this rectangle, and in my Discord we like to say it's an REKT angle because this just wrecks you as a day trader. It's so frustrating. These little sideways actions just eat away at the value of an options contract. So if you're selling calls and the IV is dropping, that means that those contracts are depreciating, and since you're short that contract, it's cheaper to buy it back. So though I can't substantiate it, I'm pretty sure that's what institutions are doing. They're holding, I believe that institutions are holding a large amount of shares. They're selling the calls and then watching that implied volatility drop. And that's why there's so much open interest on the call side for so many strikes up. It's got to be just covered calls, profiting on the theta decay of that value, and letting retail buy those calls up. What we have here is a pretty good bear flag. The RSI is just totally neutral. It's just following the price at this point. Until the price moves outside of these blue lines, there's nothing to talk about. I'm thinking about finding a new stock to day trade because AMC is a little different than most of their stocks. I've had a really good experience trading Oracle before, and so I'm thinking about maybe getting back into that. I do know Netflix is pretty wild right now, but I don't want to touch it. I don't like overcrowded positions, and that's why I'm holding long shares of Genprex. I think that the bigger a position is, the more well-known it is, the more traders there are in that space, and that has a big effect on how the price will move, and just simple media coverage can really drive a lot of price action. So I want to get away from overcrowded positions. This was a terrible thing to try to day trade because the implied volatility is dropping. Like if I could short, that'd be fine, but I'm not shorting. If I could buy deep in the money options, that would be good too, because then I'm only trading the intrinsic value. Really getting close to a delta of 1 is the goal there, but I always said, hey, I got $200, well, $165, and that's not really a lot to start with. I didn't really set myself up for success here. That's really the truth. I was hoping to get lucky enough, but I should have taken my ball and gone home when I was up, which is absolutely part of the game. But I wanted to keep trading to see what I could do. And there was a good chance to see a dump here, a continuation, and that dump would be beautiful. And really, this is still a massive bear flag, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so 8 days on the flag. Let's check out how long this downtrend was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. This is perfect. Oh my god. This is gonna dump like tomorrow. I'm gonna be like chasing some other stock. I'm at my wit's end with this thing, right? And that probably, maybe my own sentiment is a good indicator of how the price is about to move. I'll be damned. Okay, if this thing breaks down below 17 here, I'm gonna YOLO into deep out of the money puts, because I think that the drop would be steep, and why not? Why not? Let's just do it. There's no reason not to. A couple of rules I follow are really good common sense things. Everyone knows them. The first is don't invest. Don't invest anything you can't afford to lose. And I say invest because, well, if you're just hoping to sell something for more than you bought it, that's speculation. That's the nature of speculation. All investment is going to have some speculation because there is always going to be a certain level of uncertainty. However, there is a difference between giving someone, $10,000 to start a business and buying $10,000 worth of Pokemon cards. Like, why Pokemon cards? Because that's basically what trading stocks is. If you're on TD Ameritrade, like I am, and you're buying shares, you don't really own shares of that stock, and your buy order isn't really a buy order. Someone, the broker, actually takes your order and sells it to a market maker, and that's called payment for order flow. That means your buy order, your buy and sell orders are just another derivative product on the market, like a call or a put. And that means you're not really participating. It's interesting too, the way that you're taxed on, and I'm not any kind of advisor. I think I should just say that before I start talking about taxes. But you're taxed on, at least, I was this year, the net balance on your account. So for me last year, it was like I made like $90,000, but I lost like $75,000. It was crazy. It was like, holy shit. But the net was only, 20K or whatever it was. And so that's what I got taxed on. And that was taxed at my normal rate. And because of all the COVID stuff, I actually got a lucky break there. I didn't have to pay anything for, I don't know how that worked out, but it did. Actually, I did have to pay the IRS a little bit of money. They said, hey, you owe us some money. So I was like, okay, just take it. Get out of my hair, please. But here's the thing. Where was I even going with this train of thought anymore? It's just that if you're trading stocks, you're not actually trading the intrinsic value of a company. You're not. The price of the stock is supposed to reflect the intrinsic value of the company, which is the company's ability to generate money. Now, is AMC generating any money? No, it's not. It's not. It hasn't for years. So the stock price, it's at like $17. Like, come on. There's no way there's that much intangible value. And this is true for a lot of stocks, almost all stocks. How many are actually priced where they should be? And the answer is none, because all price is always in motion, right? And, Munger said this at earlier this year. He said, I can't remember what he said, but he said something about rejecting dips and rips for the imposters that they are. Everything comes back to fundamentals. And while the market hasn't been near fundamentals for forever, it seems, AMC is certainly there. If you find an intrinsic value calculator, I think TD Ameritrade provides one, and you enter in the values that are used in that calculator, which are based around free cash flow and expenses and whatnot, the company doesn't have any intrinsic value. And I know people are going to be like, it's not a fundamental play. Well, if it's not a fundamental play, what is it? A short squeeze play? If you're chasing a short squeeze, like, that's not in your control, right? It's not. So, I don't know. I used to be a Moaz hyper. I used to chase that. Should have walked away with more money than I did. But I did say, I did have a limit. I'm going to take at least this much profit. And I took that profit. And I said, that's as much profit as I need to be happy. And now I'm looking at it and I'm like, it could have been more. That's okay. So I don't know why I'm just rambling on. Maybe I don't know if I should even post this. I'll just post it. I mean, this is my journal. It's an open journal. Everyone's free to watch it. These are just some thoughts. I was doing a lot of thinking today because I'm not chasing Moaz anymore. I'm not. And sure, there may be a squeeze down the road, but I'm not, holding my breath for that either. I have shares with ComputerShare, AMC's transfer agent, and I have GameStop shares there too. I even have some GameStop shares certificated because of the infinity pool theory. Like, when I was really into the Moaz thing, I was like, yeah, never let him get all the shares, and I certificated some. I don't know. So I have those. If Moaz ever does happen, then I have those. If not, I can lose all the money and value there because that's all profit from last year that's invested there. I do have shares of Sundial and Genprex and Puration Inc. Puration Inc. is a penny stock, and I bought that solely because they have land to grow hemp on, and the nationalization of cannabis will unlock that hemp industry. And oh my God, I really believe we need hemp. We need hemp for clothing, we need hemp for paper products, we need hemp for construction materials, and it's a green thing. Very good. So if the penny stock can have any value as a real company, I'll make a ton of money, like, holy cow. But nonetheless, where I'm going with this, I've been pretty disillusioned with the stock market in general for quite a long time. When I started trading in 2017, I just wanted to cast a net, open a door for opportunity. And that came in 2021 with the meme stock frenzy. And that was cool. And I wasn't very knowledgeable at the time, but now that I've read my stack of books, all right, here's some of the books I've read. Here are some of the books I've read, right? Because I don't trust YouTube. I don't, and I don't think people should be on YouTube trying to learn stuff. I learned a lot of stuff wrong on YouTube. So, yeah, I don't care if that discredits me at all, because whatever I can do to get people to read actual experts' opinions, I think that's a positive force in the world. Nonetheless, if I had known what I know now, I would have done everything differently. So why am I still here? Well, honestly, I like to have the YouTube. I like making videos. I like having a place to share my thoughts, and the community is really enjoyable. The Discord's really fun. I do enjoy doing the technical analysis, even if I do think it's all kind of bullshit. Like, it works. You can't deny it works. And if it only works because there are billions of dollars that believe that it works, that's fine too, because that's essentially how fiat currency works. It has value because everyone believes it does. So nonetheless, if I had $100 now just to blow on stocks or silver coins, I would choose silver coins. If I had to spend 2 hours looking at a stock chart or writing music, I'd be writing music. These kinds of really simple questions help me find my base and understand where I'm at in relationship to the market. And I'm ready to say that my involvement, my heavy involvement in the equities markets was really a way for me to get through the stress of the COVID crisis. Like, that was really hard. And I don't think I processed any of it while it was happening. So I'm taking a step back and I'm trying to figure out where does trading stocks fit into my life now. And I think it really is recreational, and it's going to be a hobby, but really nothing more than that. So I think I will keep day trading, but not AMC. And I really hope that maybe someday I pick up enough subscribers to monetize this channel. I really would enjoy that. I really would. If I could just do technical analysis and day trade for a living, I would love that, and I would use the balance of my time and a lot of the wealth that I maybe would accrue to try to do some good things in the world, because I want to be a contributing member to society. That's actually one of the problems I have with my jobs. I don't feel like I'm contributing to society very much. But yeah, now I'm just rambling. So those are my thoughts for now. I bet you AMC dumps tomorrow. If the price passes that blue line, I'm going to you know what? I'm just going to take a quick little peek. I'm going to see what $13 puts are going for right now. Let's see here. And April 22nd, that's too close. I'll have to go for next week, probably the 29th. So a $13 put is $5 right now. It's going to be a little less tomorrow, depending on what the theta is. So if I have $80 and they're $5 a pop, you know, I'm going to get like a lot of them, right? Maybe if that big dump does reach my target of 1290, I'd make out like a dog. And see, that's gambling. That's not investing. Of course, if I do that and lose, then I won't be able to day trade their stock unless I give myself more money. I thought about that too. Like, so what if I'm gambling? Like, maybe I give myself a budget for that. I have no idea. I'm just gonna call this video good. Yeah, so whatever. Hey, props if you watched all this and you're not me, because this is definitely a video about me. It's my channel. This is a journal, and I'm serious when I say that. So anyway.